Afternoon. I'm today making this video for anybody that might need help with this and might be of any assistance. I'm replacing the water pump, the harmonic balancer or damper, and fan clutch on this 2004 Oldsmobile Bravada. Same thing as any Chevy TRAILBLAZER, Isuzu Avenger. Another vehicle that came out with this was a Saab SUV, which was a ripoff. That's not a Saab, that's just a TRAILBLAZER or Oldsmobile such as this one here. So I'm gonna begin by letting everybody know what the things that you're gonna need to be to do this work right here. These are the basic tools you're gonna be needing in order to pull the damper. You'll need a puller and an installation tool, and it's all there. You can rent this from your local auto parts store. These are some of the basic tools you're going to be needing to remove most of the parts that you need for you to be able to get to the water pump, the damper, and remove the clutch fan. Very important. It's important for you to replace your harmonic balancer bolt with a GM type, and this is the part number right here. You should, because this bolt gets a lot of stress once it gets torqued, and once you remove it, it's not the same. It doesn't have the same strength, so you don't want that bolt coming off, and you can screw up your whole engine. Another very critical part is the seals that you're going to be using. There's two different types for these engines. I don't know why GM engineers did this. I guess to cause people headaches and make them cry, because if you go out there to a local auto parts store and just buy the seal, most likely you're not going to put the right one in. It's happened to other people before. There's two types. There's one part number there, and then there's the other part number right there. They're different. See this one right here? If you flip it over, now check this one out. Completely different. The seal and the inner seal is completely different. So if you do this whole job and you install and you don't have the right seal, you're gonna be pouring out oil all over the place. You're gonna need a 24mm impact socket to remove this bolt. It's the harmonic balancer bolt. Then you're gonna need this is gonna be your fan clutch puller. There's different tools here for different vehicles, and this is what I got here. You can rent this as well if you like, or you can purchase it. It's got a whole bunch of different types there for different vehicles. These are the parts I'm gonna be replacing. These fan clutches, they go bad after a while. This got a sensor here and it won't register the temperature right. Plus, if your fan clutch is worn, your car is not gonna be cooling your engine like it should, and you can have a lot of problems. You can start overheating your vehicle and you can eventually blow up your motor. This is the new damper, our harmonic balancer that I'm gonna be pulling. Brand new one here. And what happens with these, if you don't replace these in time, this has actual rubber, like some weights right around here, and this will end up cracking eventually, and it'll be your motor will be out of balance. Then you're gonna start using up bearings. Your bearing's gonna wear out, and then you can actually spin a bearing if this is not taken care of in time and it's got way too much vibration. This fucking asshole here next door with this shit bike. Alright, this is the water pump. It's the better brand. Make sure that I just do this job one time, and it comes with a gasket, so you don't have to purchase a gasket. You don't need any silicone to do this. You just install a gasket. Make sure you torque it correctly to specs. I don't know exactly what the specs are. I'm gonna find out. So those are the parts you're gonna be needing. And then now this right here, first thing you have to do, actually, let me go underneath here. GM they didn't design a drain for the radiator, so you have to do it the old school way and remove this hose right here. Take it out and probably get coolant all over your face. These bastards at GM, I guess they wanted to make it difficult on people, or they're just very old school. So you got to remove that and drain all your coolant. After that, these are just the beginning of what you have to do. You have to jack up your car, of course, because you're not going to be able to get up underneath of it. And if you're close to a midget like me, you have to get a little stool, you know, so that you can get up here and work comfortably. You remove this hose right here. First thing you do is remove that hose. Afterwards, there's one bolt here that holds this radiator shroud. Actually, before you do that, it's smart to you could just loosen these bolts right here. There's one on each side. There's one right there. And after that, you're gonna have to use that special tool to remove your fan clutch, and that tool is gonna go right up here, right on the nut of the fan clutch, and you're gonna have to break the seal on it once, or just crack it open, and then it'll spin by itself. You don't have to loosen up these bolts. There's somebody else that had a video on YouTube that I noticed that they showed how to do this. They use a special tool, and you got to loosen up each one of those bolts in order for you to be able to loosen up the fan clutch, and this whole section, this whole piece right here, it's gonna come out together, all of it. The fan clutch, the fan blade, the whole thing will come out, so that way you'll be able to get by then you, of course, you'll have this off right here, so it'll be easier to just pull right up. Then you can work on removing your serpentine belt, which you do by pulling on your tension here with a 3/8 ratchet, and go from there. Once you remove your belt, and you'll have the belt off, you can take out your water pump. I think there's like 4 bolts or 5 bolts holding it. I will make another video of that because this one's kind of long, but I just wanted to show you the basics of what you have to do, because nobody else has done one on YouTube so far. So I figure I'd do one and help other people out. Thank you.